Bonjour, my math superheroes! I'm Chef Lexi today, and we're not just cooking, we're concocting two delectable dishes, the Add a Slice Surprise and the Subtract a Slice Stew in the Fraction Fusion Kitchen, where math meets mayhem and fractions finally make sense. Warning, side effects may include sudden understanding of fractions and the mysterious ability to split restaurant bills without a calculator. Why does this matter, you ask? Because whether you're meticulously measuring ingredients for your top secret brownie recipe, and trust me, nobody wants to be the person who ruins brownies, that's social ruin, splitting the bill at dinner without becoming that friend, or trying to figure out how much of your paycheck disappears to taxes, spoiler, more than you'd like, these skills will save you mathematically. Welcome to the Add a Slice Surprise, where we tackle the legendary beast known as the common denominator. Think of finding a common denominator like trying to get your entire family to agree on a Netflix show, theoretically possible, but it requires patience, compromise, and possibly some bribery. For our example, 3/4 plus 1/5, our denominators 4 and 5 are having a fight, refusing to play together like toddlers arguing over the same toy. Our job? Family therapy, mathematician style. The least common denominator, LCD, is 20. Think of it as the peace treaty that gets everyone to play nice. Finding the LCD is like being a mathematical diplomat. Okay, 4 and 5. What's the smallest number you can both divide into without throwing a tantrum? The transformation process involves giving your fractions matching outfits so they don't fight at the family photo. We convert 3/4 into 15/20 by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 5, and 1/5 becomes 4/20 by multiplying both by 4. The grand finale then becomes a simple addition. 15/20 plus 4/20 equals 19/20. By the way, we're just 1/20 away from a whole number. It's like being 99% sure you remembered to turn off the stove. Close enough to worry about, not close enough to go back and check. Next on our menu is the Subtract a Slice Stew, available in two delightful flavors, Easy Mode and Why Did I Choose Math? The same denominator version is the training wheels of subtraction. For example, 7/12 minus 2/12 simply equals 5/12. This is subtraction for people who actually read instruction manuals. When denominators match, you just subtract the tops and call it a day. It's like taking cookies from a jar. You don't change the jar, just reduce the cookie count. Simple, peaceful, the mathematical equivalent of a spa day. However, the unlike denominator version is the boss battle where things get spicy. It's like trying to subtract apples from oranges, which sounds impossible until you realize they're both fruit, and math is weird like that. For 5/6 minus 1/4, we first find the LCD of 6 and 4, which is 12. They finally agreed on something. Then we convert the fractions. 5/6 becomes 10/12, and 1/4 becomes 3/12. Finally, we subtract 10/12 minus 3/12 to get 7/12. It's like getting your arguing relatives to speak the same language before asking them to solve a problem together. Sometimes you need a translator, the LCD, to make peace. No dish is complete without a decimal drizzle for that perfect finishing touch, because sometimes fractions just need a makeover. For sweet addition, like 2.5 plus 0.75, rule number 1 of decimal addition is to line up those decimal points. Seriously, treat them like they're made of gold, and one wrong move will cause a mathematical apocalypse. So 2.50 plus 0.75 perfectly sums up to 3.25. Remember, if your decimals aren't lined up, your answer will be as wrong as pineapple on pizza. Sorry, pineapple fans? We can still be friends. For tangy subtraction, consider 6.02 minus 1.3. First, we need to make 1.3 look presentable by rewriting it as 1.30. It's like putting on makeup for a math problem. The result is 4.72. Sometimes you need to borrow from your neighbors, other digits, which is perfectly acceptable in math and slightly less acceptable in real life. Our conversion garnish is all about making sure our fractions and decimals are well versed in each other's language. To convert a fraction to a decimal, like 3/5, you simply divide the numerator by the denominator, yielding 0.6. It's like sifting flour, neat, precise, and ensures no lumps of confusion remain. Conversely, transforming a decimal like 0.75 back into a fraction involves recognizing it as 75/100ths and then simplifying it down to 3/4. This process is akin to breaking down a complex dish into its simplest ingredients. This skill is particularly useful when dealing with recipes that might list quantities in different forms, ensuring you always have the right amount. Now, for the ultimate chef's challenge, it's your turn, sous chefs. In your imaginary mixing bowls, whisk together these challenging combinations: 7/8 plus 3/4, 9/10 minus 2/5, 4.85 plus 0.6, and 5.3 minus 2.47. Pause the video. Try solving the problems. Check your solutions when you're done. Did you solve the problems correctly? Remember, you can review earlier sections of the video to understand how to solve these problems if you need to. Congratulations, brave mathematical warriors. You've survived another day in the Fraction Fusion kitchen without burning down the building or having a complete mental breakdown. You've learned to make fractions play nice together better than most UN peacekeepers, add and subtract without losing your mind mostly, and convert between fractions and decimals like a bilingual mathematician. Remember, math is like cooking. Follow the recipe, don't panic when something looks weird, and if all else fails, blame the ingredients. Until next time, may your denominators always be rational and your decimals properly aligned.